because of illegal mining by Makorokoza, a policy shift that has made them know they are special. That perhaps describes the story of artisanal miners, and this is after the government pushed to regulate and support them. So what has been the results on the ground? Fungai Lupande compiled the following report.
Mining projects across the country are involving different groups. Recently, Cabinet gave the green light for some chiefs to get titles on behalf of their communities to mine lithium. Some war veterans also benefited in the process. In Gurube, a group of women are also going against the grain with support from government, and these mining projects are changing lives.
Vamwe vari kutovakawo dzimba dzavo, vamwe vakatengawo mota mugrupu redu imomo, vamwe vakatotengawo zvimushini zvavo zvekucheresa, asi hatina hedu zvakawanda.
We are now supporting our artisanal miners. Vatamboti makorokoza, hakuchina makorokoza manje. We call them artisanal miners. They are now well organized. Government will continue empowering them. Nokuti hatidi kuti kuwe nemakomba anokanganisa environment.
Zimbabwe and China have entered into a cooperation to eliminate bilharzia and soil-transmitted intestinal infections. This comes as the latest survey indicates that bilharzia is still a public health concern in Zimbabwe, with at least 35% of the population requiring mass drug administration in order to eliminate the endemic. Now, government officials and other stakeholders met in Harare today to discuss the results of the survey, and our reporter Sharon Jenjema gives us more.
Bilharzia is one of the 20 neglected tropical diseases affecting over 1 billion people in the world. In countries like Zimbabwe, where there are several competing health priorities, very little financing is poured into the fight against such tropical diseases.
Some of the diseases are not given the priority that they deserve. We know that we already have inadequate healthcare workers in many African countries, and implementing health programs in areas in which neglected tropical diseases flourish, often in the rural areas and hard to reach or conflict-hit regions, makes these programs a great challenge to implement.
Our local cricket fans will be treated today night cricket for the first time when the inaugural Zim AfroT10 cricket competition gets underway later this month. Now, a total of 24 matches will be played at Harare Sports Club, with the opening ceremony taking place on the 20th of July at 6 p.m. Now, this will be followed by the opening match featuring Blayo Braves and the Harare Hurricanes. The competition will have 5 individually owned franchises and will run until the 29th of July, and matches will be played daily starting at 3 in the afternoon. Now, the night matches will start at 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. respectively. All matches will be live only on ZTN Prime, and this will be the first time cricket matches will be played under the floodlights at Harare Sports Club. Moving on to some football, Zimbabwe could come out of the international football wilderness this week as follows positive engagements held by FIFA representatives and the Sports and Recreation Commission last week. Writing on social media site Twitter, FIFA Director Member Associations for Africa, Gelson Fernandez, who led the delegation to the country, said both Zimbabwe and Namibia deserve their full attention and that the World Football Governing Body is keen to get the ball rolling. Now, in 2019, FIFA appointed a normalization committee to run the daily affairs of the Namibian Football Association, and it is widely expected that FIFA will follow the same route, with FIFA paving the way for the lifting of Zimbabwe's suspension from international football. Meanwhile, the Sports and Recreation Commission has called for a press conference on Tuesday with the Zimbabwe status in international footballers set to be high on the agenda.